Bonjour tout le monde. In this video, I'll be talking about the French articles, nouns, and pronouns. So the word for the in French is le, before a masculine noun, and la, before a feminine noun. So in French, nouns have gender. For example, le père, the father, la mère, the mother. Before nouns beginning with a vowel or H, both le and la are shortened to le. For example, l'enfant, l'homme. So all French nouns are either masculine or feminine. Even the names of lifeless objects such as the door, la porte, the book, le livre. So many times people ask, how best can they remember the gender of nouns? And the best way is always to remember the noun accompanied by the article le or la. Think of the French door as la porte, the French book as le livre, and so on, and you remember the gender. Then we have indefinite articles. In French, the word for a or un is un before a masculine noun and un before a feminine noun. And the plural of both un and un is des, which means some. For example, un garçon, a boy, des garçons, some boys. Un livre, a book, which is masculine, des livres, some books. Un fille, a girl, des filles, some girls. Un maison, a house, des maisons, some houses. Note that when we are referring to people, we add es when it's in the plural. But when we are referring to lifeless objects, we only add an s. Human beings, es when it's in the plural. Objects, just s for the feminine. For the masculine, you only add s. There's no need to add an e. Then we have object pronouns, and these pronouns, they replace a noun or a phrase containing a noun or a phrase which is the object. They're used a lot in conversation and they save you having to repeat a verb or a noun. For example, le, which means him or it, la, which means her, le, which means them. So le replaces a masculine noun and la replaces a feminine noun. So in English, we often leave out the, a, an, and some. Particularly when we are mentioning two persons or things together. But in French, the article is never omitted. If you are saying the father, in French you should say the father. Like for example, le père, you don't leave out le, you don't leave out the, unlike in English. Then we have the plural of nouns. Just like in English, the plural of nouns is formed by adding s to the singular. Les frères, la sœur, the sisters, l'homme, the man. So never omit the article. Never omit them. Then we have personal pronouns. Je, which means I. Tu, which means you, and this is informal. You only use it when you're referring to someone you know, someone who's your friend and your age mate. Il, which means he. Elle, which means she. Nous, which means we. Vous, which means you, and this is formal. You use it when you are referring to someone you don't know, or someone who's older than you. Il, which means they. and this is for the masculine, male. L, which means they, and this is for the female. On means we, they, one, I. Then this is a bonus slide for essential French vocabulary, family and friends, and then people in general. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.